Hey, my name is Hashima, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing another episode of What's Up Wednesday, where I talk about news, current events, and different things pertaining to Muslim women and women of faith. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about social media dragging. This is something that I wanted to talk about. I did a little social media rant like way back, maybe a year ago on my channel, but I needed to come on here and talk about this particular thing because there is a social media influencer right now, a Muslim woman, who is being dragged so bad. And although I don't agree with different things that she has done, the reason why she's being dragged basically, but I feel like we're going too far. We're going too far. My first What's Up Wednesday video was about a social media influencer, and she had said some things about Islam, and I felt like as a Muslim I had to come on and say, you know, these things are not in accordance with Islam. This is not Islam or whatever. But I did not condemn the woman. And in the comment section, this video blew up. Like, it was literally, I don't know if that would be considered viral, but it got a lot of views. I got a lot of subscribers as a result and all of that. But I still didn't feel comfortable because it's like, I don't like that in the comments I'm having to defend the fact that I didn't drag her fully. I didn't do enough. I didn't tear her down enough. I didn't shred her to pieces. There aren't pieces hanging all over the place of her. And that's not what I'm ever trying to do. I just wanted to weigh in on the particular topic because I felt as a Muslim I had to defend the things that were said that appeared to be in accordance with Islam that were not. So currently right now in the Muslim community, in the Muslim YouTube world, there's a Muslim woman who decided to take her hijab off. If you're watching this, you probably watch YouTube and you probably know. So I'm not going to say her name, but she basically decided to take off her hijab. And then it's just a whole lot of stuff happened. And I feel like that's normal because, you know, if you're wearing a veil and then you're not wearing a veil and you're a social media influencer, of course there's going to be conversation about it. But the extent that it has gone, the other day I saw a video of her and she was reading comments, negative hate comments. I wouldn't even say negative. They were hateful comments, evil comments for 40 something minutes. And I was like, I thought that the video was going to be her addressing what was going on or just saying that she's just so overwhelmed. Or I kept skipping and she literally for the whole 40 something minutes was reading hate comments the whole way through. And that just told me how much hate there is on the internet. And these people were supposed to be, or these people, I say supposed to be because you don't know who's on the other side of a name on YouTube or any social media platform. But they were commenting like they were Muslims. And I'm like, how do you say these vile things and you think you're defending Islam saying these vile things? Anyway, I don't want to go on and on and on and on. I don't want this video to be 11 minutes long of me just ranting because I don't want to do rant videos. I don't want to just sit and rant about negative topics. But I wanted to come on today and say, we have got to get it together as a Muslim community, as Muslim women, in support of each other. I feel very sad that this sister decided to take her hijab off. I feel sad about other things that I've observed. However, there are sad things going on in my life and in my world, and I haven't chosen to expose it on the internet, but there are things that I don't do that are proper. There are things mistakes that I make and things like that. And unfortunately on social media, everything is known by everyone. Everyone knows everything because we're making videos about it and we're vlogging and showing the world every little thing that we're doing. So it opens us up to criticism. I just don't feel like it's right that the way that this woman is being harassed, it's very possible that she ends up getting herself together and going to the highest places in Jannah, and we are scrounging around trying to pick up scraps, trying to make it. So it's like, to me, we have to really be careful. We really have to be careful. And as a matter of fact, when this first started, I decided I wanted to do a video about this particular social media influencer, and I started looking up, like, basically I didn't want to, while trying to help, I didn't want to cause any harm on myself or her or the Muslim community. So anyway, I decided to look up, you know, just a way to approach the topic. And I ended up never doing the video because I don't know, I just had a funny feeling about it. But in doing research as far as how to approach the topic, I found a book which is called Duties of Brotherhood by Imam Ghazali. And my mother actually had the book. When I was younger, I used to read it on her shelf, but now I don't have the benefit of my mother's juicy bookshelf. But I was reading parts of the book and I was just so like blown away at the things that I learned when I was younger that I totally forgot about, just because of the fact that either I wasn't practicing them, or just, you know, how you just forget stuff just because you go on and you live life and it's like, okay, I read that 10 years ago. But so it was a refresher for me. But oh my gosh, y'all, I'm going to read like 2 things just because I was so like taken aback at how far we've gone on social media as a Muslim community. There's congregations that happen in all social media platforms amongst Muslims. And we've gotten to a point where now all we do is sit around and criticize each other. It's like now as Muslims, we've made it acceptable to blog about, make videos about, tweet about other people and the things that they're doing. And I was talking to my sister about this today, and she made a very good point, which was, if a person does not see that video that you made about the thing that they're doing that you're giving your opinion about, you're backbiting. Because you don't know that she sees that video. So you're backbiting that person. Because if you're saying something negative about someone and they're not present, you're backbiting. This is something that you need to pay attention to, because it's a very serious sin that we really overlook. And I have to say, I mean me included. It's so bad now that all we do all day is backbite on social media. We just post statuses about this one, that one, this one, that one. What she do? Look what she did. I can't believe she did that. I'm so disgusted by her and that she did that. It's so bad, and we really have to get it together. And I'm saying this because as Muslims, as a Muslim woman to a Muslim woman, I care about you, and I want you to care about me enough to hold me accountable. Do you know what I'm saying? Hold me accountable. When I did that video before, people were wanting me to drag her more. People were like, you didn't say enough negative things. Forget her. Let's condemn her. Let's crucify her. And in the comments, I kept going in the comments and saying, I'm not going to do that. And that's not what I do. That's just not what I do. That's not who I am. And that's not what I do. Anyway, so in the book, The Duties of Brotherhood, I'm going to order it. I have a PDF. That's why I'm looking on my phone, because I have a PDF of it. But I'm going to order the book because it's something that I want my children to read. I want them to understand and know. Okay, I'm ranting. The third duty concerns the tongue, which should sometimes be silent and at other times speak out. As for silence, the tongue should not mention a brother's faults in his absence or his presence. Rather, should you feign ignorance. You should not contradict him when he talks, nor dispute nor argue with him. You should not pry and quiz him about his affairs. On seeing him in the street, or about some business, you should not start a conversation about the object of your coming and going, nor ask him about his, for perhaps it will be troublesome to him to discuss it, or he may have to lie about it. Keep silent also about the secrets he confides in you, and on no account divulge them to a third party, not even to his closest friends. Do y'all know how much of that I have done on a daily basis? Like I mean every day almost. Girl, let me tell you what happened. Girl, or I don't use the telephone, so girl, let me tell you. And I was like, I have got to do a video about this because it's so bad, y'all. And we are hanging ourselves. We think we're hanging other people, but we're hanging ourselves by doing this stuff. Okay, so the fourth one, and that goes on for like 5 pages, the ins and outs, the details of it, how to avoid all this. So the next one is 4, because in Islam, there's always a balance, right? There's always a balance. So the 4th duty, it says, and I hope y'all don't mind me reading because I hate when people read to me, but here it goes. The 4th duty is to use the tongue for speaking out. Just as brotherhood calls for silence about unpleasant things, so it requires the utterance of favorable things. Indeed, this is more particularly a feature of brotherhood, because anyone satisfied with silence alone might as well seek the fellowship of the people of the tombs. You wish for brothers so as to benefit by them, not just to escape being hurt by them. And the point of silence is to avoid hurt. You should use the tongue to express affection to your brother and to inquire agreeably about his circumstances. For instance, in asking about some accident that has befallen him, you should show the heart's concern on his behalf and over his slow recovery. Thus, you should indicate by word and deed that you disapprove of all circumstances that are disagreeable to him, and use your tongue to let him know that you share his joy in all conditions that give him pleasure. For brotherhood means participating together in joy and sadness. We should all get off of the internet. That's my vote for 2019. Basically, the ease at which we can get on the internet click that little arrow to send stuff to other people. And I am guilty. I am not getting on here to try to act like y'all need to get it together. I need to get it together. We need to get it together. I just wanted to do this video. I'm gonna leave it at that because this video has gone on long enough, and y'all, I'm sure that my voice is not that soothing. We need to get it together, y'all. I wanted to do a video about this, and I put it under What's Up Wednesday because there is something up on a Wednesday, but I'm not going to talk about who and what. I was just highly disturbed about this woman being torn to pieces, and it's coming from Muslims. It's coming from Muslims, and that is so disturbing. People are scared to work, to do their businesses online. They're scared to get on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or Twitter and do their own personal businesses because they are afraid of being torn to pieces in the comment sections. They're afraid of their business having horrible reviews because it's easy for people to sit behind a computer screen and go, this was crap. I received my thing 2 days ago and it looked like trash. Like, people do that kind of stuff so easily, whereas they would not do that in person. They would not do that in person. I hope that this was a good reminder to someone because I felt like I needed it, and that her situation, I feel like, brought me back to some type of remembrance of some sort. Like, it's technically a negative thing, but I feel like it brought me back to some remembrance and in some way to save myself from harm. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, I just wanted to come on and I wanted to share that with you all. I hope that someone benefits from this video. If just one person benefits, that's all that matters to me, to be honest. Okay, so when I went on my maternity leave, basically everything changed a little bit. There was an update on my blog. The platform that I use for my blog, there was an update on that. So now my layout looks like crap. So yeah, until I fix that, I'm not really directing people to my blog. However, you can follow me on Instagram at Hashima Watts. Also, my video editor software got updated as well. So now everything is all over the place there as well. The color's different. Everything's different. All the icons look different. I don't know why companies decide to change everything and make everything look completely different. So now I have to relearn my editor. So I won't be doing little cute things that I usually do on my videos. But you can follow me, like I said, at Hashima Watts on Instagram. You can definitely subscribe to the channel if you like the content that you've seen on my channel so far. And what else? Comment if you want to weigh in on this topic, social media draggings. You can definitely weigh in the comment area because y'all, I am just literally appalled. I'm appalled. But other than that, I'm gonna get the heck up out of here. Stay tuned for my next video. I'm going to be posting a video. I'm not even gonna say it because guess what I do? I always play myself and I say stuff and then it doesn't happen and then I come back apologizing, and I'm not gonna do that. So thanks so much for watching. Until next time.